Hey everybody, welcome back to Edina Vlog. I'm your host Josh Sprague with Edina Realty in Edina, Minnesota. It's a steamy one out here today. It's got to be 95 degrees and we're here for our next episode. I have a great feature of the Heights Park neighborhood today, Facebook question of the week, market news, and of course our spotlight business, which this month is Sasha Westin of Fabuliss. Come along. This week our neighborhood tour is of Heights Park. This is a great West Edina neighborhood, about 343 single family homes just east of Edina High School and running along 9 Mile Creek. What I love about this neighborhood is you have a collection of all kinds of different housing stock. We've got 2-stories, we've got ramblers, and we've got split levels. Great topography, rolling hills, everything kind of ends in the creek in Heights Park, which is a beautiful park. And the 9 Mile Creek Regional Trail is actually coming to this neighborhood in about 2015, 2016. Take a look at the map here. This is the entire 9 Mile Creek Trail that's been approved. We're waiting on funding, of course, from the feds and from the state, but it looks like it should be here in just a few years. And this will connect the entire west and east regional trail corridors in the Twin Cities. So it will allow people to get through Edina to hit one of these corridors. It will also allow people in Edina to enjoy the regional system. So that will be a great boon to the neighborhood. Average price here is about $500,000 to $525,000, but yes, there are the teardowns and new builds at $1 million as there are in other Edina neighborhoods as well. So overall, just a great balanced neighborhood and lots of choices. On to our Facebook question of the week, which is, of course, how do you like to celebrate the 4th of July? It is 4th of July week. Most popular response, a tie. Cabin and parade. Me, I'm lucky this week. I get to go to my friend's cabin in Bone Lake, Wisconsin, and I get to be in the Edina Parade. That's a place to be. Walking with the city council, handshaking, getting to say hello to all the different residents. Thank you so much, everybody who participates in the Facebook question of the week. And remember, you can find me at facebook.com/Josh1Sprague. Enjoy this idyllic scene while I tell you about the market news this week. Let's start with the Case-Shiller Index. This is an index of repeat home sales. It's been measured since the year 1900. So it gives you a good historical view of pricing. This one here is for the Twin Cities from 1997 on. You'll see the current index is at 109. Just to give you some perspective, it was 80 to 100 over the last 100 years. So we're back down to more of a balanced market. That's a good thing. The bad thing is that the last time the index was 109 was in the year 2000. So we've lost 12 years of appreciation in this housing bust. However, good news is on the horizon. In the Twin Cities housing market, closed sales are up 18% for the year. This has actually driven median price up 7% for the first time in many, many years. Positive thing. And as I've told you before, in Edina, our median price has been on the rise. Actually, year to date, we're down 4%, but the average sale price is exactly the same as it was this year. And if you take a look at the chart here, it'll tell you the relationship between the Twin Cities housing market and Edina. Edina is pictured in red. You'll see where the arrow is. That was in July of 2010, and that's where we crossed over our median price appreciation from the Twin Cities housing market. We kind of had an earlier recovery, and then we flattened out since then. I call that stabilized. That's a good thing. And then the Twin Cities housing market at that crossover point continued to decline in terms of median price. They had a later recovery, but you'll see now that they've come back up and they're actually experiencing some increases in price. So overall, as we continue to monitor 2012, I think we're in a good position going into 2013 to see some prices increase. Hey Sasha.
Hi Josh.
Good to see you.
You too.
I'm so excited. We're here with Sasha Westin from Fabuliss. She's an image consultant and works primarily in the Edina south and west suburbs.
Yes.
And we're going to have a special feature today. She's going to take a look at my closet and give us all little pointers on how to look better and polish our image. So let's go upstairs. Now before I start this segment, I just have to say I'm inviting all of you into my closet, so don't tell anyone what you see. I did clean up. I'm usually not this tidy, but I wanted to make sure it was right for my wardrobe consultant coming in. Anyway, before I get into your business approach, tell me a little bit about yourself. How did you get started and this crazy business?
Well, I have an advertising and marketing background, so I worked with everything from retail to B2B brands. And what really inspired me to do this was I knew I needed to step up my game in order to get ahead in my career. Okay. So once I figured out the light bulb went on for me, then I was spent a lot of time trying to figure it out for myself, and I decided to do this business to help other people get there faster than I did.
So you're talking about this idea of polishing your image
Exactly.
and getting ready for the next promotion and having people
Right.
notice you and
Making
showing
a really strong first and lasting impression. That's what it all boils down to.
Okay.
Yeah.
And are you from the Twin Cities originally?
I am from the Twin Cities.
Okay.
I was raised here and have lived here all of my life except for a few years for college.
And so you're working in that ad industry here in town?
I am, yes.
Okay, good.
Yes,
So
I have been.
some of your clients now are probably in that industry.
Some of them are. A
Okay.
lot of them are actually independent business owners
Okay.
and people that are in sales and that they have a client-facing image that they need to make sure it looks really polished.
Right. Okay, so walk me through the normal process, since we all don't have people peering in our closet every day.
Sure.
And by the way, I just want to say, this is a very intimate experience for a lot of
Yes,
people.
it is.
So there has to be some discussion or some sensitivity around that as you're walking in. You have to have an icebreaker.
Yes, well, people need to be really, really comfortable with this whole process because there's a lot of change that's going to happen.
Yep.
And basically what I help people do is I help them do three things.
Okay.
The most common challenges are they are not sure what looks good on them.
Mm-hmm.
They're look in their closet, like you might look in your closet some days and say, I have absolutely nothing to wear. And the third thing that I help people do is overcome the I hate shopping. That's one of a really common challenge for people.
I can relate to all of those.
Yep. So when it comes to closets, what I like to do is go through every item in your closet. So I actually have people try things on.
Yep.
So I come in, we go through, take out each piece, and make sure we evaluate it in terms of does it fit, does it flatter, is it something that's current, and is it something that's going to help you with communicating what you want your style to be.
Okay, so the first part is probably thinning it out, right?
Absolutely. So I sometimes will clean out 30% of a closet. Sometimes very rarely I come in and say, let's start from scratch.
That's the nuclear bomb option, right?
It happens very rarely.
Okay. Okay, so then you've got it thinned out, and then how do you get people to understand how to put these things together? I mean,
Sure.
I know you use a camera, and I was intrigued by that because I love iPads and all that technology,
Right.
and I thought, maybe you could go to your iPad and kind of look at the various outfits
Right.
for the day.
Well, one thing that helps is organization, and you've got a great start on your closet. You've got your ties all in one place, your pants in one place, your jackets and your shirts. That's one of the big things when people can't figure out what to put together.
It's all
because everything is
hodgepodge
mixed
together. Yeah.
So that's one big thing. The other thing is to really simplify the colors. So if you've got 20 colors, it's better to simplify it down to a few really colors that look great on you, and that way you'll be able to mix and match. That's especially true for women, but it's for men as well, so that when you look at your blue ties, you know exactly which shirts they're going to go with.
Mm-hmm. So you help people find kind of their core strengths
Yes.
in their clothes and in their colors.
Yeah, so I help people with really what colors are going to be best on them. So these are great colors for me. These are not going to be your best colors.
Yeah.
But really, when you
These are all your colors?
These are all
Oh
colors.
my
that I can
goodness!
wear.
I didn't know people had that many colors. That's great.
Yeah.
That's a lot of options.
It is. So once you know this, then you can start building and start to really stylize what you have.
Okay, so you've come in, you've thinned the closet, you've taken the pictures, helped them kind of coordinate.
Mm-hmm.
Now the next phase is filling in what's been taken out. And
Right.
how do you help with that?
So we create an inventory, and based on what you wear on a daily basis, we say, great, this is what you need, this is what you would be nice to have, and then we make a shopping list and go shopping. So once I've been in your closet, once I've evaluated you for your colors, then I can quickly go and I will pre-shop for my clients. I'll go into the store, gather up a bunch of things for them to try on so that when you come to your appointment, you're all
very
ready to
efficient.
start trying things on.
Okay.
Yes.
And do you have, you work with different stores, obviously here in all over the
I do.
Twin Cities, but some core places would be?
Southdale is a great place to go. The department stores are always my favorite because I can take most clients in and find a variety of styles, colors, and different things that are going to really help with that taller, thinner silhouette that I like to get to.
Okay. So anything else you think the viewers should know about this whole process, going through it, when to do it?
So seasonally is a great time to do it. That's when people are typically switching out their closets. So you look like you got your summer things in here right now. And for people that really need to mix it up on a regular basis, people that are in sales, people that are in presentations a lot,
Yeah.
it's good to actually do things in the middle of the seasons as well. So if you do one in fall, do one in winter, midwinter, spring, and then something in the summer.
So how do people get a hold of you if they want to go through this process?
Sure. Well, my website is a great place to start. I also am on Facebook. I do tweet, and I am also.
What's your handle?
Oh, sure. Everything's Fabuliss, actually.
At Fabuliss, and it's Fabuliss.
It is.
Fabuliss. Okay.
And I'm on Pinterest, so you can get a lot of great ideas in terms of outfits for both men and women on Pinterest.
Oh, you're up there pinning. Good.
I
like to hear that.
I love Pinterest.
Now, tell me, what do you like best about doing business in Edina?
You know, I think there are a lot of great options, and I'm always really striving to help people find the best quality and the best value. So the shopping options here, the retail options here are really wonderful.
And people are open-minded and ready to
absolutely
attack their fashion challenges.
And everybody knows, I mean, this is the city of the first indoor mall, so why wouldn't you want to come to Edina?
Well, I want to thank you for being on, and just want to let everyone know out there, if you get pulled over by the fashion police, she has her little siren on and pulls you over. Don't be afraid. It's a process. Go through it, and you'll end up the better for it. Thanks again for being on Edina Vlog.
Sure. Thanks, Josh.
I want to thank you again for joining me for another episode of Edina Vlog, a very hot episode, and I mean that both literally and figuratively. Take a look at this sale here. This is 6312 Hillside Road, another Edina home sold. Would love to get the same results for you anytime. You can look me up at joshsprague.com or give me a call on my cell phone and we can talk about it. Anyway, thank you so much to Sasha for being on the show, and to the Heights Park neighborhood for featuring all this majestic beauty that it has to offer. And we'll see you next time here at Edina Vlog.